Not really a junk food person, but every now and then if there's something there and it's like, hey Josie, how you doing? Eat me, eat me. Okay, sure. Take a deep breath with me, come on. Hey, welcome back. How are you? This video is in response to viewer Lonnie. Lonnie asked, what's your advice for quarantine? Family and I are literally home all day and it's hard not to think about food. I'm really trying to lose weight. Okay, so let me tell you this, y'all. Before quarantine hit, I had successfully lost 10 pounds. I was so proud of myself. 10 pounds down just from cutting out sugar. Okay? Really proud of myself. Boom. Quarantine hits. What happens? I'm home. You're home. We're all home. And I'm a human, right? It was hard. It was hard. I found myself snacking all the time, literally standing in the kitchen like, I want some food. What do I need? I need something. I'm not hungry, right? So when quarantine first hit, I struggled for probably a good 2 weeks, and I gained about 3 pounds at the beginning of quarantine. After losing those 10 pounds, I gained 3 pounds when quarantine hit, and that was it. I was like, okay, I see what's up. I see what's going on here. We ain't doing this. We are not doing this. One other thing that is the fact that I'm 47 years old and I literally feel that menopause is coming on soon for me. And because of that, it's actually been more of a challenge to maintain my weight. Now, it takes a little bit more effort at my age. I'm almost 50 years old, basically. Our metabolisms are slowing down, so it makes things more difficult. But even with that being a challenge, I'm still maintaining simply by having a plan of action, a plan of attack, and keeping a level head. I still have some struggles and some challenges that I go through, but I have come up with a system that really helps me really keep things under control, and these are the few things that I'm going to share with you now. So here's the deal. Don't be hard on yourself, but don't freak out at the same time. You cannot freak out. If you freak out and panic over your overeating, it's not gonna help anything. It's really not. You have to come back to yourself, get a level head and say, okay, let me take a deep breath. Take a deep breath with me, come on. Okay, let me get my mind right for a second and I'm gonna get myself together. Now, just like with weight loss in general, I am always of the mind of take your time, go in small steps. You don't have to conquer the mountain all at one time. So if you feel that you are struggling with overeating during quarantine and you gained some weight, you're feeling bad, let's just stop right here, take your deep breath, and let's regroup right now, okay? Because from here on out, you can turn things around and you can do better. You can do well. You do not have to do everything all at once. You don't have to fix everything all at once, okay? Start slow, pick 1 or 2 things tomorrow maybe, or maybe even today, depending on when you're watching this video. Think about what am I gonna do today to begin to do better, okay? You do not have to do everything. So if that means you're gonna drink more water, if that means you're gonna try to splash some ACV in your water, if that means you're gonna take 1 less bite of the snack that you had, maybe you have a snack in your mouth right now, I don't know. Put the snack down, 1 less bite. All of these things that you can do, these little things add up to big progress, okay? So I don't want you to freak out. I don't want you to panic, okay? Do not stay in a guilty state, in a state of worry, because feeling that way and operating that way all day long, it's not helpful to what you're trying to accomplish, okay? So be a little gentle on yourself, be forgiving, and definitely don't stay in that place of guilt, because feeling guilty is a surefire way to stay stuck, to stay frozen, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep moving forward. This is what I'm doing. It is not perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but it always keeps me ahead of the game just a little bit. Even if I'm going ahead and I take another step back, I'm still always moving forward, because I'm always thinking, okay, let's just keep it moving. Let's just keep it moving. That happened, but I'm gonna just keep going. And that is the way I want you to think, okay? Now, of course, I am moving, I'm getting in my exercise, but I only exercise for about 15, 20 minutes a day. You know, it's not a lot. And sometimes I squeeze it in between doing stuff, because I'm homeschooling my daughter at the same time while my son is actually in virtual school too. So I have 2 kids at home and one like I'm actively homeschooling. So I'm just squeezing in where I can. You do the same thing. You get some squats in, then you do some push-ups, then you shake your hips a little bit here and there. Maybe while some water is boiling on the stove, you're shaking your hips. I got some dancing videos on the channel, right? You can try those. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Hydrate early, hydrate often, and I also drink apple cider vinegar. I've done a video on that. I will link to it here. Check the description of this video. I'm going to link to my apple cider vinegar video, which explains why I do it and why it works, how it helps to control weight loss and weight gain. It'll be really good for you if you want to explore apple cider vinegar. Every day I try to drink it. Again, not perfect, but I try to get it in every day. First thing in the morning, I just get up and drink some water. This morning I actually had tea, but I have my handy dandy, this is a reusable, it's not from the fast food place. It's actually a reusable cup that I got off of Amazon. It came in like a 5-pack. I find it's easier to drink water out of these than just drinking it out of a cup. So, you know, you can clean this and use it over and over again. So I'm always getting in my water. On top of that, let's see, number 2. Now I have not said to myself, oh, you can't eat bad food. I still get in my splurges, y'all. I literally actually just had a Cinnabon last night, okay? Now, it's been a very long time. Like, I think that's my first Cinnabon since quarantine hit. So let's see, March, April, May, June, July, August. It's been 7 months since I had a Cinnabon. So I wanted one and I got one. So this is what I mean about planned splurges. So before the Cinnabon, I honestly can't even remember. My son did have his birthday a couple of weeks ago. I had a cupcake, I think, but I'm really keeping my sugar intake under control, my splurges under control. I'm asking myself, is this really worth it? What I'm about to eat or what I'm tempted to eat, is it really worth it? Because I have this running list on my mind of all the times that I wanted something, I just had to have it, and then I ate it, and then I reminded myself, you know what? I did this last time. I ate this same food last time, and I said to myself it wasn't worth it, and here I am again eating the same food and saying it's not worth it. So I have this running list of blacklisted foods, I guess, where I just need to remember, Josie, don't do it, because you know what's going to happen. You're going to eat it, and then you're going to say, why did I do that? So I try not to get in the cycle of doing that. So if I'm going to splurge, it's going to be something that's worth it, okay? So I've really gotten out of the habit of just roaming around the kitchen and going into the fridge a million times, looking in the fridge, seeing what's in there. And the way that I've done that is to just keep busy. It ain't easy, but I found that keeping busy really limits my trips to the kitchen, and it really limits my just thinking about food, because I've got my mind on other things, so therefore I'm not thinking about it. Food purchases in general. Now I have kids. I've got 2 adult kids that are gone, they're out of the house, 2 younger kids, a 16-year-old and a 12-year-old, so of course there's going to be some snack food in the house. Now I do buy this stuff, but I actually have still limited the amount of junk food that I'm buying. I'm not really a junk food person, but every now and then if there's something there and it's like, hey Josie, how you doing? Eat me, eat me. It's like, okay, sure. So the less junk food there's around, I'm not gonna be tempted to just grab something I wouldn't grab in the first place. What I am doing is buying more fruit. And I found that with my family, and even with myself, it's not enough to say, oh yeah, I've got some fruit in the fridge, I'm gonna grab it. I actually have to create a little spread with the fruit, set it all out nice, cut up the fruit, get the grapes out, and set it out on the table. Then my family, and also myself, I'm more prone to grab the fruit, eat the fruit, I'm filling up on the fruit. So, in the spirit of not babbling on too much, I'm gonna end it here, but just try it out. Just try these tips, see how it works for you, okay? A little bit at a time, and you are going to be successful. I am rooting for you, I'm in your corner. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.